Hey, happy Saturday. This is Pam with Follow Your Brush, and I am back for another edition of special effects. Thanks for joining me. And today I want to look at granulating colors. We hear about those. Daniel Smith has a line of Primatech colors that granulate beautifully. But today I want to show you some really special ones that I have gotten at the recommendation of Angela Fair. You know, these are the people that I listen to and respect and really like to follow their advice. And this is one that I love. These are called Rockwell Self-Evolving Mineral Watercolors. This is charm set number 1. And the website I will post later, but it's rockwellart.ca. These are only available from this particular site in Canada. Turn it this way so you can see their swatches. But we're going to play a little bit today. The colors, this size of these tubes in this set are, oh my goodness, 8mm. 8 ml size paints. That's a pretty fair size. The colors are called Elf Wings, Cosmic Sound, God's Back, Tree Sprite, Deep Soul, and Angel Eyes. And I have made myself a little dot card in that order. They definitely are not going to look like what they appear from the tube. And this is what they look like when they come out. I have squeezed them a little bit. So let me set these aside and we're going to play a little bit, and I'm going to show you some of the beauty of playing with, of course I have a cat hair on there, playing with granulating colors. And aren't these gorgeous? Actually, I'm going to put something on top of this page because I don't really want to mess that up. I have an empty, finished up tablet here. Okay, I am going to first, just to give you an idea what they look like, I've also put little dots in my porcelain trays here, my little soap trays, but they work great for mixing colors. I'm going to kind of play like, have you ever watched Jean Haynes? Do you know how Jean Haynes does her little dots, and then she comes in with color underneath, water underneath? So let's do that with this. These are straight from the tube. And look how pretty. This is called Elf Wings. And the thing about these, they're a combination of different pigments, so they're going to change as they dry. So that's our first one, and then we'll see how they do. This is called Cosmic Sound, and I love this one. Look at this. Just absolutely gorgeous. You wouldn't expect to see that coming right out of there. But look how pretty that is. This is called Cosmic Sound. And again, we're just going to let that dry a little bit. Clean my brush. This one really surprised me. It's called God's Back. But, oh my goodness, it's just a purpley pink. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just so gorgeous. Look at that. We're going to play with these on my big piece of paper here in a minute. This one also surprised me. This is called Tree Sprite. Looks kind of green. But the thing about these is that you're going to get different colors as they dry. And the granulation, that's what I'm talking about today with special effects, continuing on that theme. The granulation, you can see as the pigments go into the texture of the paper. This is Arches cold press, 140 pound. You can see how we'll zoom in a minute. You can see how the granulation begins to take place. This is called Deep Soul. This one doesn't want to go yet. Let me see. I just did these right out of the tube. It's another pretty, here we go. Now it's getting wet. Deep Soul. This is their Charm Pack #1. They have many, 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 many colors. And they're just gorgeous, and it seemed like they come out with new ones all the time. And, you know, I've invested in these and haven't used them up yet, so I need to use what I've done. This is Angel Eyes. This is also a really pretty one. Here, let's go with that. And let that one come down. And you can see the colors as they begin to granulate. Look at that. All right, now let me zoom into this, and we'll kind of compare it. This is their chart with after some time. These are mine. Let me zoom in so you can see how pretty they are. They really are so lovely. And since we're playing Gene Haynes today, I'm going to add a couple of these together. Let's do with the Cosmic Sound and God's Back. Oh, look, now they're going more now that they've been on here a while. See what these two do together. Just look how pretty. I do like Gene Haynes does. She calls it her Dancing Ladies. I'm gonna add more water to these and let them just, because that's the ticket for these. If you want to see the granulation, don't be afraid of the water. Just dip some more on here, let them do their thing. And we are gonna play here just a second. Angel Eyes. It's almost an iridescent color as well. Look at the different colors coming out in here as it dries. It's so, so pretty. Let's drip some more water on here. Whoops, that's a lot of water. My hand's not especially reliable today, but we'll do my best. And let's go back into this elf wings and drop some more water in that as well. Isn't that pretty? Look at the different shades coming out. That's what's fun about granulating colors, and especially these self-evolving mineral paints. You're going to see the different colors that they have used. I got way too much on this one, but that's okay. We'll just spread it out here. Too much water. Spread that out here. And we're going to play. I'm going to do a painting here. I'm not going to sketch because a couple of reasons. I'm going to set this aside to dry. Here's their version of what they look like when they dry. Look how you can see the different colors coming out, and this is just my mess that I made. But I'm going to set this aside and let it dry, and we'll look back at it in a minute. And I'm going to set this aside, and then we're going to play. I have a piece of Arches 140-pound cold press, and what I'm going to do, well, I'm trying to decide what I want to do, actually. Let me get some clean water here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of come across here. Whoops, let me come back out. Sorry about that. Come across with just some water. And just kind of do like it might be a landscape or something. I don't know. I love it when I see people, they do their water, and then they come in and they drop in their paint. Well, you know, that's kind of my favorite way to paint anyway. And then we're going to see what it does. I'm going to start with God's Back. I have it over here in my my porcelain tray as well. You can see that here. And I put this on this so we can tilt it and watch what it does. I'm just going to drop this in, and we're going to watch it do what it wants to do. And you know, when my thumb is not really doing well, like it's not this week, What a wonderful way to paint. Let's just let it do it for me. Let's bring this water on down. Look at that gorgeous granulation and the colors that we're getting. I'm going to spread this water up here a little bit and let this just do what it wants to do. What a gorgeous color. And see how all the different minerals and colors that they have in here are coming out. And like I say, this is going to dry. It's almost like a sky, isn't it? It could be. We can go this way. We could go this way. I'm thinking, actually, that I will eventually go horizontal. I'm going to clean my brush. I'm going to add another one over in this area. Let's go with elf wings. This is another big surprise. This is a big surprise. I'm going to go beneath this and let it kind of come up into the water that I've already done. I'm using a big, supposed to be sable brush. Another one from Fumi. Getting it expensively on Amazon. And I'm not done with this yet. I'm going to add some more water. And then I'm actually going to spritz a little bit too. And just let this kind of come up and do what it wants to do. So I'm kind of creating a landscape here, as it were. And let's get my spritz bottle out. Spritz a little bit along the bottom and let some of that run down. I just really enjoy the textures. Let's go back up a little bit. Let this come up into our sky. I'm going to add more to that sky in a minute. But isn't that pretty? That's the fun of granulating colors. I love. Now this part has been dry. So this is coming down into the dry paper. So it's really doesn't really want to go much beyond where the water is. I'm going to add some more colors down there. So let's play. Let's add some more. I'm going to go with the, another one I was telling you about that was really interesting is this green. It's called Tree Sprite. They come into Tree Sprite, and let's just, I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I'm just going to drop in some colors here. Just kind of randomly. And then we will, I've been kind of heavy on that left-hand side of the paper, haven't I? But let's add some of these. Let them go up into the water that I already have. Now, I'm trying to start to think. I don't want to do that, actually. This is a no thinking, no planning, no sketching. Let's play. There's my dirty water, and let's play. All right, I'm going to tilt this first upside down and see what it does that way. Let these colors play together. See what they will do. Kind of coming up into my sky. This is really pretty. I'm liking this. And now let's go this direction. And let me give this some spritzies. Because this part isn't wet. It's kind of a puddle there, but it's just the way I put it in there. Always spritz and run. Come back and dab if you don't want the puddles. But look at the beautiful granulation. So this is another way that we can do special effects when we're painting. I love that. I'm going to come back in here with some more of my my original God's back. So it's kind of heavy on the left-hand side, and I want to just kind of bring this down. These are from Rockwell in Canada, and that's the only place you can buy them. Got a lot there in the middle that I didn't really want, but I'm going to kind of stop some of this. But just let this go. Let's go this direction a little bit. So I've kind of watered it out, but that's okay. We can always add more. Oh, I like that. It's kind of like a cloud or a cloudy storm coming down into my landscape. Of course, this will get more gorgeous and change colors as it dries. I do want something more horizontally here. So let me come into another color. And then I'm not going to keep you all day because I'm just playing. This is called Deep Soul. I haven't put it in this one yet. This is a blue. And I'm going to kind of dip this in here. Give myself some, like a horizontal line coming across. Lots of water. Don't be afraid of your water. Sometimes I'm just too timid with my paint and water ratios, and especially if you're playing with granulated colors like these, let them play together. Use that water. Let them get in there and play. That's the beauty of the granulating colors. And look at that gorgeous sky we're getting. I'm just really loving that. The bottom of this, just real quickly, because I really didn't want to keep you all day long. I'm going to combine some of this cosmic sound and some of this elf wings. I'm just going to kind of drop this in here. I'm going to make this landscape-ish, put it that way. I'm loving the sky that I have going. It's just naturally gave me some beautiful clouds. And this is just really pretty. I'm using the water that's already there. And just dropping in these colors. And I'm going to add some more of this over here. And I am going to add some water. Beautiful color. Beautiful colors. So this is really fun. If you just want watercolor to paint for you, you don't really know what you want to do, but you want some beautiful results, and you don't want to have to think. And my hands have not been cooperating with me this week, so I haven't wanted to think a whole lot or sketch because I haven't really been able to. But look how pretty this is coming out. To me, I'm just going to stop right here, and I'm just going to let this dry. Because a couple blotches here, let me kind of wet those out and let them kind of come across. That's because it's wet pigment. I put the pig. But look how pretty. It actually gave me a gorgeous sky without me thinking or even trying. And as this dries more, it's just going to do more things. I could maybe drop in some little water droplets down here, and this can kind of look like water maybe. Maybe it's a beach scene. I'm always trying to paint the beach. since I grew up in Florida. But that's my little tip for today. Granulating colors. They don't have to be from Rockwell. You can, other companies do have them. And just kind of play with them. Daniel Smith has some beautiful ones. Look at the pretty colors that are kind of coming out here, like in this skyline. Isn't that pretty? Right now it's still puffed up and it's wet, so it is going to do more drying. And then when it's done, I mean, there's just no way of knowing what this is going to look like, because that's when the full beauty comes out. I'm going to let some of this run back this direction. I like this little hint of green over here. And let's look at my overly wet little car that I made. Yeah, that's way too wet. But you can see the colors that are, as it dries, the colors that are coming out. Just so pretty. So think about that, granulating colors. And if we really wanted to, we could sit and watch this dry for several minutes, but I don't want to keep you all day. But I did want to show you the Rockwell. This is charm set number 1. They do beautiful, wonderful things. And I think this is going to be a gorgeous painting when it's dry. I love the way the sky is coming here, and see the granulation. It's actually making its own clouds. And I know I have a bit of a buckle right there, but it's just the way I taped it, and it's still wet. So I'm just going to let it go. Anyway, have a great day. Thanks for following me. Here's for a Merry Christmas and special effects with granulating paint. Thanks. Bye.